Yep. All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Kakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and continually teach us this truth. And peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect that's laboring in this word of truth sincerity. Our Lord willing, it's going to be an edifying lesson. And I'll come up with the title at the end of this video, but pretty much what I'm going to speak on is, peace will be established once again when Yahweh Shah sets up his kingdom. Because Esau has taken peace from the earth, man. All right, there's no rest, there's no peace. People, that's why you're having uproars of the people protesting. You having over there in Iran right now, you got them women throwing their hijabs off, cutting their hair, sticking their middle fingers up at the leaders in the government because of Esau's wine. Like the scriptures say, the nations have drunk of Esau's wine, therefore the nations are mad. So Esau, his way of living, him spreading it throughout the earth, it causes nothing but confusion, wickedness, and no peace. When the scriptures say there's a time and place for everything, and it says that there's a time of peace, which the earth hasn't had peace since King Solomon ruled, man. That was only 40 years of peace. But other than that, there is no peace, man. We're coming to, we're in the time of war. The time of peace will be after Babylon the Great is destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. But before I get into it, I got the definition of the word peace. I got it on my other phone because this phone is off. So I'm going to just pull up the camera and show it on my other phone. It says freedom from disturbance, tranquility. That's a example in a sentence. But some of the similar words is tranquility, calm, calmness, quiet, quietness, silence, hush, stillness, noise. Oh, that's the opposite. Irritation. When you read this definition right here, it says a state or period in which there is no war or a war has ended. And that makes me think of Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, which I'm going to get that because that's ultimately when peace is going to be set up on earth. There will be no more war. All nations will keep the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashem and Yahweh Shah, which will bring forth eternal peace on earth. Beginning with the Israelite man, we will have a peace of mind. No more worrying, no more sorrow, no more stress, no more anxiety, no more high blood pressure. All right. But let me start off in Revelation, the 6th chapter, which I did a lesson yesterday and I had went into this chapter. But I want to get verse 4. Matter of fact, I'll start at verse 1. And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard as it were the noise of thunder, one of the 4 beasts saying, come and see. And we know who the Lamb is. Okay. And I saw and behold a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. And this is referring to when Yahweh Shah comes back and wages war on the beast. Okay. Revelation, the 12th chapter goes into that. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon and his angels. That's when Yahweh Shah comes back, man. And he conquers the earth. That's what our king is coming to do. He's coming to conquer the earth and set up the tabernacle of David, which will be the elite government of the kingdom, the 144,000. Okay, and that is how peace would be established on the earth, man, through the house of David, enforcing the law, statutes, and commandments. All right. It says, and when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, come and see. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. So another way to prove that this is Esau, well, there's many ways to do it. You know, first of all, the horse was red. And we know horse represents power. And what does Edom mean? Edom means red. Okay? And we're in Esau, Edom's kingdom. Okay? And it say, and there was given unto him a great sword. When you go all the way back to Genesis, when Isaac had gave Esau the temporary blessing, part of the blessing is, and with thy sword thou shalt live, roughly paraphrasing. Meaning his technology, you know, his weaponry, he would gain control of the earth, you know. But the point that I want to get out of that is that he would take peace from the earth. And once again, that's why all nations are in an uproar right now. Everybody right now is you know, well, we're in the beginning of it, of these other nations, you know, chanting death. You know, what you have like Iran, other, you know, lands where they've been chanting death to America. But we're seeing it more intensified. You know, Russia is blatantly saying that, you know, the U.S. is making themselves a direct party of this war in Ukraine. And they're getting ready to declare war on the United States. You know? And all of the allies of America is going to turn on America, man. Because it's being found out that America is the problem. All right? And America is the chief house of wickedness, man, that made all nations drink of her wine. You know, and has caused nothing but war, rape, rob, and murder, man. That's all Esau does, man, is rape, rob, and murder. And everywhere you go, that's what you do. You take peace, man. When you came over here and you stole this land, you know, Gad and Reuben entreated you with peace. And what did you do, man? You slaughtered them. Which we know that was prophecy. Because in the end, Gad is going to prevail. Like it says in Genesis, the 49th chapter. Because Gad means troop. It say a troop shall overcome Gad, but at the end, he shall overcome. So all the tribes going to get vengeance on Esau, Edom. And you know, once again, when Yahushua sets up his kingdom, there will be peace, man. All right? Which, going back to that definition of the word peace. And the second one, it said a state or period in which there is no war or a war has ended. So let me get Isaiah the 2nd chapter. Because this will be the war to end all wars. The war of Armageddon. This is Isaiah chapter 2 verse 1. The word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. And it shall come to pass in the last days, and we're in the last days, that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established. And mountain represents governments. So the government of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua will be established here on earth, which the government here on earth, once again, would be the house of David, the Bayaf Dawadah, with King David sitting on the throne for eternity as king number 1 underneath Yahushua, and shall be exalted above the hills, other governments, other nations, and all nations shall flow unto it. And when you read the blessings, it say, thou shalt be the head, and thou shalt lend unto many nations. So that would be, manifest. It says, and many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. So all nations will keep our law, statutes, and commandments, which will by default establish peace on the earth. Because we're not going to be like Esau. We're not going to go to these other nations and rape they women in front of them, rape their wives in front of them, rape their children in front of them. We're not going to be wicked to these other nations. We're going to judge them according to the law. Now Esau, he's going to constantly have a foot up his ass. But these other nations, we going to beat them, but we also going to teach them, these laws, teach them how to live, teach them righteousness. And they're going to accept it. And they're going to rejoice. That's why the scriptures say when the righteous bear of rule, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear of rule, the people mourn. The wicked is in authority right now. That's why there's no peace on earth, man. You have people committing suicide, people stressed at these jobs, people, because Esau makes it hard to live, man. He makes it hard to fucking live. But see, the system that we're going to set up, this, Lord willing, with the elect, the system that Yahweh Shai is coming to set up, is, these other nations, it's not going to be hard for them, to live, man. Which, they're going to be under us, but, after their 1,000 years of captivity, they're going to get their own land. They're going to keep our laws, and long as they're keeping our laws as the commandments, we ain't gonna have to beat on them, man. We ain't gonna have to execute judgment on them. We're gonna be peaceful to them. We're gonna bless them with certain things. That's why it was told to Abraham, through his seed, all kindreds of the earth shall be blessed. Because when we get set up as kings and rulers and gods over the nations, after their captivity, we going to bless them. They're going to keep our laws as the commandments, and we're going to reward them for doing so. And that's going to spark all the nations to want to be righteous, because they're going to see how blessed we are. They're going to see what the Lord done for us, and they're going to know that if they keep our laws as the commandments, that we will bless them. Of course, they're not going to be like us, but we're going to have that power, man. We could lengthen their lifespan with that power. They keep our laws such as commandments. We could make them live longer. We could bless them with cattle. Bless them with women of their nation, of course, because ain't nobody popping the Israelite woman but the Israelite man. But we could make it to where they could have substance to have more than one woman. Because you can only take another wife if you have the substance to take care of her. So hey, we gonna do these other nations good, man. We ain't gonna be in their land causing problems, causing war, pillaging them, robbing them. No, man. But reading on, this is verse 4, it says, and he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks, which I believe these are farming tools. And a sword is a sword and a spear are weapons of war. So it's saying that they're not going to use weapons of war anymore, which is it's going to say, it says, nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. So going back to this definition of peace, it says a state or period in which there is no war, or a war has ended. So this is peace right here. Nation shall not learn war anymore. You know? That's what Yahweh Shai is coming to set up, man. Peace. First, for the Israelite man. Us having rest from our enemies. Which, let me get that. Because the Lord said he would give us rest. He said he would give us rest. Deuteronomy 25:19. Therefore it shall be, when the Lord thy power have given thee rest from all thine enemies round about in the land which the Lord thy power giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it, that thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven, thou shalt not forget it. Which Amalek being the head of Esau. We're going to get them, man. Beginning with the elites. But no, that's not the one I was looking for. That's a good one up there. It's Deuteronomy 12:10. But when ye go over Jordan and dwell in the land which the Lord your power giveth you to inherit, and when he giveth you rest from all your enemies round about, so that ye dwell in safety. Rest, which is peace. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I got one. Jacob shall be glad. This is Psalms chapter 14, verse 7. It says, "Oh, that the salvation of Israel will come out of Zion, when the Lord Yahweh B'Shem shall bring back the captivity of his people. Jacob shall rejoice, and Israel shall be glad." So we're gonna rejoice, man. We're gonna be glad because we're gonna have peace. We're gonna have rest from sorrow. Let me see. I mean, it's a lot of precepts that back this up. Joy, how you people? Let me type it in like that. No, it's one in Isaiah. Man. Isaiah 65:18. But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. See that? Rejoice forever, eternal peace. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy. And I will rejoice in Jerusalem, which Jerusalem is a people before a place. It's referring to Israel, beginning with the elect, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And I will rejoice in Jerusalem and join my people, and the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. You see that? So that's when, peace. No more running from our enemies, being persecuted, going into slavery. None of that, man. Just peace. Peace of mind. We got no idea what it's like to have a peace of mind, man. Because here in Babylon the Great, we always worrying about shit. Worrying about if you're going to lose your job, worrying about your car, worrying about your bills, worrying about your kids, worrying about your woman. It's just always something, man. But it's all coming to an end when our King comes back. When our King Yahweh Shai returns, and his second coming is very nigh, very, very nigh. He could be here next year, Lord willing. Lord willing, early next year. Because we know, measuring the time diligently, they have to bring this charagma out, which I sent the article in the chat earlier. They're beginning to roll out the CBDC. It's a company called Swift that's beginning to roll it out. So, we're very close. We're very close to that everlasting peace. But Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.